And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. These two teams all tied after 1-7. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Denver.
From the gun, it's locked. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Locke working out of the gun. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Complete to number
From 8 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
For the point after.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Take off your helmet and give me a
Picked
kiss
off by
next
Justin
time.
Simmons. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
By the Broncos.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
From 4 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing his lock on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Marquise.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Again, it's Locke. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Complete to number 83.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Denver.
Block now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And the Broncos
from the gun. Block. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Locke. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Number 48. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Locke looks to throw it again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Ravens 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
First and 10. at their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Jackson to throw on third down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Cameron Jordan. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 49. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Block now on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, Broncos.
Operating from the gun. Lock. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the Ravens' 19-yard line.
Now Lock again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Number 86.
From 19 yards away. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens, they claw one back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
As my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Lock now on first down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
86.
A big play there. 77 yards. And the Broncos add on. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second and a long way to go. Jackson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. On first down, Lock. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It's a gain of 16 yards, but it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Lock to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Go, go. New mic 52, mic 52. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Locke. On the crossing route, complete. It's Burke. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line.
Today's final